Hey everyone, it's Ben with Fitness Fight Camp, bringing you another do-it-yourself or do-it-yourself cooking video at home. In our last video, we spoke about going to the grocery store and picking the right ingredients to go shopping. But today, I'm going to cook one of my favorite meals, and the staple of this meal is quinoa. Q-U-I-N-O-A. As you can see, we have red quinoa, black quinoa, and it comes in many different colors. It's pretty much the same thing, it just depends on what you want in terms of color and taste. And the great thing about quinoa is that it's the mother of all grains. It's high in protein, it's a complete protein, it has a balanced set of amino acids, and it's high in dietary fiber, magnesium, iron, and it's gluten-free, which is great for people with diabetes. Also another plus, there's no insulin spike, so there's no tired feeling after you eat this kind of meal. So it's high in protein, good for those days where you have a workout later on in the day. It's great for breakfast or lunch. It's kind of heavy for dinner, so kind of keep it earlier in the day. So today, it's a 15 to 20 minute meal, and all you'll need is quinoa. You can find this at your local health food store. And when you finish cooking quinoa, it's like a nutty type of, almost a rice couscous type of texture, but it's a great replacement for if you usually eat rice or couscous. We also have garlic, some Worcestershire sauce, or A1 if you prefer, eggs for that added texture over the quinoa. And depending what kind of meat you want, we have either ground turkey, we have a pound of it, or you can either substitute it with beef. We don't have any vegetables here, but you can either add mushrooms, you can add onions, whatever you want to just add a little bit of flavor to the dish. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and cook. Okay, so here we have our two pans. We have a pan with a little bit of vegetable oil ready to go for the turkey. And we have 1 cup of water, which is boiling right now. And in the strainer, I have the quinoa. Now, the quinoa already comes prepared. It has like a cover or layering called saponin, and it's very, very bitter. That's already pre-washed. But just to kind of make cooking a little bit easier, having it soak inside the water a little bit better, what I usually do is I rinse it out first in a strainer, just to remove any kind of residue or to remove any kind of bitter taste. And what that does too, it actually helps the quinoa cook better in the boiling water. So once you rinse it over for a few seconds, you put it in the boiling water. You might want to lower it. And then once you put it in the water, it cooks for about 15 minutes. And you'll know it's done because it has a very distinctive white tail that comes out after you finish cooking it. So probably do medium-high for heat for 15 minutes. And you want to leave it uncovered, otherwise you're going to have quinoa all over the place. So while that's done, you can start your 15-minute timer. And while you're doing that, we preheated this pan with a little bit of vegetable oil just to kind of keep it from sticking. And we put the turkey in the pan, lower the heat. And it's okay to kind of cook it a little bit slower. You don't want to, cook the meat. You want to kind of keep the meat a little bit brown. And you want to add the Worcestershire sauce and then the garlic powder later on as the meat begins to cook. But after about 15 minutes, you'll see how it looks like. Alright, so here we have the turkey, we have the quinoa, we have our fried egg, or you can scramble your egg, and if you so suppose, you can add a vegetable, green leaf, onions, mushrooms, whatever you desire, and it makes 2 servings, altogether about 900 calories, so each plate will be about 450 calories. What's great, it has all the nutrients you need throughout the day. It'll leave you feeling full. You won't have that drop in blood sugar, so you won't feel tired throughout the day. So this is great for your pre-training workouts if you work out at night or anything else of that nature. So if you have any questions, feel free to email us, info@fitnessfightcamp.com. Love to hear from you. Any other ideas, anything else that would go really well with it, so we can add it maybe to our next video. Thanks. Take care.